Hello and welcome back to the channel. Really glad to have you here. In this video we're going to focus on sprains and strains, what to do, what are the natural herbal remedies that I want you to focus on if you suffer from sprains and strains, and how can you use these to help you alleviate the symptoms, to help you feel better. Now, sprains and strains are usually injuries that are associated with the joints and the muscles, and these include the back strains as well. And one of the key symptoms that are associated with issues of sprains and strains is usually the pain that you get that is followed by injury. So you've been injured and you suffer from pain associated from that. Another symptom to look out for is having swollen joints or swelling in and around the limbs as well, and also bruising. So we're going to focus on 3 herbs in today's video that have been proven, tried and tested and scientifically researched in order to help with issues regarding sprains and strains. So we're also going to talk about how to use them, as well as what other herbs that you need to focus on to combine with these 3 herbs that work well together. And also lastly, we're going to focus on some words of caution, some words of warnings regarding using these herbs, who should avoid using them from a holistic perspective. So the first herb for the day is arnica. Arnica is a homeopathic remedy, and it's really important to focus on that. The top 1 herb for sprains and strains. Arnica is amazing because what it does is it promotes healing, and it's really associated with its antibacterial effects. So it causes the reabsorption of internal bleeding, specifically when it comes to bruises and sprains. And the way that I recommend to apply arnica or to use arnica, there are 2 ways. There is either using the homeopathic pellets of arnica, of which you need to focus on a 6x strength. So make sure whenever you want to buy arnica in homeopathic pellets, the lowest dose is arnica 6x, and you take that every 1 or 2 hours until the pain subsides. And another way that's more effective, I find, in order to help get rid of sprains and strains and the pain associated with that, is simply to use an arnica cream. And you simply apply the arnica cream on the area and you massage it through. Another way is also to use an arnica tincture, and you can dilute that. But honestly, in regards to arnica, in regards to getting rid of sprains and strains, I would focus on either the arnica pellets, homeopathic 6x, or the arnica cream, and I would massage it onto the area. So it's simple enough. But one thing I want you to know about arnica is I don't want you to use it on broken skin. And the arnica pellets can only be used internally. You cannot, for example, crush them and make them into a powder, mix them with water and place them on the leg. It wouldn't work that way. The arnica homeopathic pellets, the 6x strength, can only be used internally, and the cream is only to be used externally. So our second herb for helping with sprains and strains is the good old comfrey. Comfrey is amazing, and it's actually been scientifically known to encourage cell regrowth in connective tissue and bones, and it helps to break down the red blood cells that are associated with bruising. And one thing you can use comfrey, although it is a plant, you can actually look for comfrey cream or comfrey ointment, and you can simply massage it on the affected area that you suffer from the sprain or the strain, and rub it on there, and it would be amazing to help get rid of the pain. And you can use that as frequently as possible in order to get rid of the associated pain and encourage the cell healing as well in that area. So the comfrey, look for the comfrey cream or ointment. Another thing you can do to combine with comfrey in order to get better, stronger, more powerful results is you can focus on an essential oil such as thyme or lavender, and simply mix about 5 to 10 drops in your comfrey cream and then apply it to the affected area. So in regards to the warnings that are associated with using comfrey, is make sure that the injury is clean and that there is no open wound associated with that, and also make sure you do not overdose on using the comfrey, whether it's an infused oil or whether it is in a cream, because unfortunately it has some side effects associated with long-term use. But honestly, when it comes to using it for things such as sprains, I don't think you're going to use it for quite a long time, because the effects of comfrey will be very clear and it will really help with that. And that's what I found on a personal experience as well. Another thing you can focus on in regarding to help you with healing these strains is thyme. And you can use that through a thyme essential oil, which is really powerful. And thyme is known to be an antispasmodic, and it stimulates blood flow to the tissue and encourages tissue repair. So this is exactly what we want when it comes to naturally helping soothe sprains and strains. Now, if you have the thyme 100% essential oil, you can simply add 10 drops to 20 milliliters of another oil, carrier oil, and then you apply it as a compress. So about 10 mils of thyme oil I would use to about 20 milliliters of almond oil, such as for example, and then I will apply it in a compress. And then if I want to boost the recipe even more, I would personally put about 5 to 10 drops of rosemary, of lavender, for example, because all these are very soothing to the tissue as well. And then I would combine them with the 10 drops of the thyme essential oil, combine them again with a carrier oil such as almond oil, and then I massage the area in order to encourage blood flow and in order to help ease the pain as well. So one thing I want to advise you in regarding to using the thyme oil is to make sure that you massage the area carefully, and you need to be able to know when to use it. Like, don't use it on the injury too soon. Give it a bit of time and then massage the injured area, because you don't want to massage the area too soon straight after the injury. So make sure that it is not so painful when you are massaging using the thyme oil, and give it a little bit of time to heal itself before using the thyme. So we've come towards the end of our video today. We've talked about 3 herbs or 3 natural proven ways in order to help in easing sprains and strains, and these are arnica, comfrey and thyme.